Hi everyone. One of the questions the PDC receives most often is, do I need to file a personal financial affairs statement? This report is also known as the F-1. You can find the answer beginning in RCW 42-17A 700, but let me give you a quick rundown. Remember, the F-1 reports personal information, not campaign information. Personal finances have to be disclosed by most candidates at the start of a campaign and annually by people holding many public positions. This is to report to the public any potential conflicts of interest and help candidates and office holders think about issues that may concern the voters. Let's break it down. Okay, at the state level, you file the F-1 if you are running for legislative or statewide executive office, are elected to state office, are appointed to fill a vacant elective office, or are an appointed state official. This includes professional staff of the governor's office and the legislature, as well as other executive state officers spelled out in RCW 42-17A 705. You can look up that statute online. At the local level, you file the report if your jurisdiction has at least 2,000 registered voters as of the last general election, and if you are running for office, are elected to a local office, are appointed to fill a vacant local elective office, or if you're a charter school director. And finally, if you are a judge holding, seeking, or appointed to the bench, you must file the report if you serve in state courts, including Supreme Court, Courts of Appeal, and Superior Courts, if you serve in district courts, or if you serve in municipal courts with 2,000 or more registered voters in the city. So who doesn't have to file the F-1? You are exempt from reporting on Form F-1 if you hold or are running for federal office, if you are a cemetery district commissioner or candidate, or if you are a precinct committee officer or candidate. You're also exempt if you're an official or candidate in a district that has special qualifications for voting, such as property ownership. These districts include agricultural pest control, conservation, diking, drainage, flood control, irrigation, inter-county weed, irrigation and reclamation, irrigation and rehabilitation, mosquito control, public waterway, sewer improvement, and weed districts. Educational service districts are also exempt, except for charter school board members and charter school directors who are not exempt. Finally, you're exempt if you're in a jurisdiction with fewer than 2,000 registered voters in the last general election, unless you're a candidate who expects to receive $7,000 or more in contributions, or you're in a jurisdiction that has passed a local ordinance requiring disclosure, or a petition for disclosure has been filed with the PDC. Now you know who needs to file the personal financial affairs statement and who does not. Your next question might be, when do I need to file my report? Candidates running for office must file within 2 weeks of becoming a candidate. An individual appointed to a position must file within 2 weeks of the appointment. For appointments made in December, however, the appointee must file the Statement of Financial Affairs between January 1st and January 15th of the immediately following year for the preceding 12-month period ending on December 31st. People holding office file annually by April 15th about the previous calendar year for every year in which they hold office. What if you hold a position that's required to file the F-1, but you leave that position mid-year? Leaving office doesn't eliminate your need to report about the portion of the year you were in office. Incumbents who leave office prior to the new year file a final report within 60 days of leaving office or during the January 1 through April 15th reporting period of the following year. If you filed an F-1 when you became a candidate, but then you were elected to office during the same calendar year, there's good news. You never need to file more than one F-1 about the same calendar year. And here's some more good news. When you start filing your F-1, the system will ask you some questions at the very beginning and then tell you what time period you need to report on. So if you're still not sure if you owe a personal financial affairs statement, answer the first few questions and the system will tell you. If you're ready to file, check out the PDC's video on how to file the F-1.